Of course, can the players be more patriotic in trying, of course, to see they can get past Libya tonight, and as well as the likes of Uganda and Cape Verde in the subsequent matches? That's the big question this evening. How can the D Tigers of Nigeria get past Libya? Taking a look at all that has played out ahead of this particular one. But we'll keep our fingers crossed and see if the players, of course, just like I mentioned, will be more patriotic tonight, to fight, for the victory against Libya. Let's see how it goes down there. And as well, Michael, before we actually leave the D Tigers of Nigeria, going forward, what do you think should be done? Because these are this thing actually occurs every now and then, where whenever I want to prepare for a competition, you hear issue of paucity of fund, and all of that. What do you think should be done in order for this not to repeat itself anymore again?
For me, I think what we should be, so that they can be able to come in and pilot their affairs. Because like I said earlier, we need men that can think outside the box. Thinking outside the box, as in, what I mean is that the D Tigers, like you said earlier, they are a brand on its own. And if you know that this team is a brand on its own, it can be very, very easy for you to source fund for a good market. They say sells itself. But for me, if you don't have people that have the interest of the game at heart, people who can't think outside the box, then it becomes very, very difficult. Even if you have a good market, then you find it difficult to get patronized by customers out there. But if you have people that can sellable, they can still manage and find a way, to garnish that goods and make it very sellable. But here we are talking about a good that is already sellable, a brand. Talking about the D Tigers, they are a brand on their own. For crying out loud, there is no need why we should be depending on money coming from the Ministry of Sports to be able to foot the bills of the D Tigers, because they are a brand on their own. We can source for sponsors, if you have people that have the interest of the game at heart. So these are things that we must do. We must be able to put this vision without a new idea to be able to, pilot the affair. Then we'll keep remaining in the same circle.
All right, let's see how it goes. We hope that all of this, of course, will be resolved going forward. This was how I think it was actually been. This was what we saw the last time for the D Tigers. It happened. They couldn't miss. They couldn't get down, of course, to a particular competition. Now it's coming down to the D Tigers of Nigeria. I think the NBBF of that NFF board, to put things right, in basketball down here in Nigeria.
You mean to say?
NBBF, I mean to say. At this point in time. Let's see how it goes. We hope that the Tigers of Nigeria will be able, of course, to get a victory against Libya. But Michael, of course, Libya shouldn't be a very tough side for the D Tigers.
There shouldn't be a tough one for the D Tigers, but then if you lack a proper preparation and the other team which you are looking at as to be the minors, if they have a better preparation, I tell you, they can shock you because you are not ready for this very one. So, but looking at it on paper, I think we are head and shoulder above. But then, looking at our preparation level, that is where the issue lies.
All right, we actually pray for victory for the D Tigers tonight, and hope, of course, they'll be able to get the ticket at the end of the day. Talking about the Afro Basketball Championship ticket that will be coming up in 2025. Let's talk football at the moment as we take a look at the fixture this weekend in the Nigerian Premier Football League. Doma United will be gnashing against Enugu Rangers, and we'll see Kwara United against Katsina United. Bender Insurance will be gnashing against Eyimba Football Club. Gombe United against Sporting Lagos. Plateau United will be gnashing against Shooting Stars. Y Kano Pillars will be gnashing against Sunshine Stars. Lobby Stars will lock ons against Heartland FC, and Niger Tornadoes against Ambia Warriors. Akwa United will be gnashing against Bayelsa United. Michael, what do you make of the fixtures in the March Day 21 of the Nigerian Premier Football League?
These are great fixtures, but one of the games that caught my fancy is the Eyimba and the Bendel Insurance game. Eyimba, they are seated third on the log right now, with 1 point adrift of the league toppers out there. And for me, their coach, talking about Finidi George, is back from national duty where he was part of the crew that went for Africa Coast with the Super Eagles. Now that they are back, with the team, and also Oloruleke Ojo, their keeper as well. So the confidence in the camp is very, very high. And I think for me, Enyimba is in a poor position to go home with all 3 points. And if they do so, then they further close the gap on the league, and it makes the league very, very interesting. All of these games, they have, all the consequences that is acted as a mid-table team out there. They want to improve their course as well. Those that is seated first as well want to maintain their position as well, because looking at the NPFL league this season, the table is very, very tight. To be very, very detrimental to their title chase. And those that are rocking the bottom of the table, teams like Heartland, they also need to come up. Shooting Stars, Sporting Lagos, these are some of the Aqua United. They have been struggling this week. So all these games are very, very key and very, very important for all of the teams.
Kennedy Buwaya, of course, will be on the road ahead of that encounter against Kano Pillars. This is the second.
Very difficult for you to go and get a result there because of the passion of their home fans out there. Whether they are paying 500 or 1,000 for gate fee, they always turn out in mass to cheer their darling team to victory, which is contrary to what we see here in the south or in the west, where even if you get to throw the stadium gate open and go to the street and use megaphone to announce it, please come to the stadium and watch the match free, we still find it difficult to go out there and cheer our team to